Good morning, guys. Happy solstice! First day of fall, guys. Can you feel it in the air? I certainly can. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Anyways, I just wanted to bring you along today because we like to celebrate the first day of fall. The changing of the seasons, the energy in the air, and everything like that. So, even the little things I do around here, people do in their daily life. Celebrate what you have the opportunity to do. For me, for example, I brought down all those stinking jars today. Oh, I did it myself. I didn't do great big loads because it'll take a toll on my body. But the jars I'm talking about, I'm not going to put that video up until tomorrow because I want to put this video up today because it is actually the first day of fall. I canned up whole tomatoes with no extra water in there. Only one of the jars didn't seal. So, not a biggie. I'm just going to use that one first. But today, I like to cook a nice big feast of a meal. And I didn't really have anything planned specific, but this morning when I brought the babies to where they needed to go, I stopped at the Atlantic Superstore, and they had a bunch of these chickens 50% off. Regular price is $8.17, this is $7.95, but 50% off of that. So I grabbed 4, 2 for the freezer and 2 tonight for supper. So I'm going to start prepping this now. It's about lunchtime now, but I'm going to put it in the oven and slow roast this all afternoon. And we'll do up some spuds and some pickles and some veggies and some gravy. It's going to be good, guys. It's going to be good. So I have been just busy trying to, I'm not going to can anything today. I thought I would because I certainly have lots to can. But I'm going to take the day and enjoy making this harvest meal and do a few things around the house that I've kind of neglected this past week or two. You know, just, I do the general cleaning stuff, but do the extra effort things that, you know, wipe out the microwave and things like that. I need to do that sort of thing. But I'll bring you back when I get these chickens rocking and rolling. Alright, guys. We just had lunch. Dishwasher's going. I'm going to wash those other pots over in the sink after I'm done doing this, but I want to get these chickens in the oven. I brought up my big turkey roaster. I put a cooling rack in the bottom. The rack that comes with it has a little rust on it. I mustn't have dried it when I put it away. And I don't know, I don't think it's a good idea to cook with a rusty rack, and you know what I mean. So, put that little cooling rack fits in there, so it's all good. I'm going to rinse these off. And I'm also going to cut some of the fat off, like these, because I want to make a gravy and I don't want it to be too fatty. And I got a pair of kitchen scissors. I use them just for kitchen stuff. And then I throw them in the dishwasher. But I always recommend having a pair of kitchen scissors. I'm not going to cut, I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time getting all the fat off, but those big fatty bags here, I don't know what the heck they're called. I take them off. I'll feed the earth with them, it's good. This doesn't have any neck or like package in there with the giblets or anything like that. I just want to get those big parts off. So anyways, I'm going to do the same to the other one. Rinse these off good and then I'll get them in the pan. And I'll bring you back so we can season them up. Alright, guys. All rinsed and washed. I only have red onion right now. I'm going to the maize. I'm going to the store after, so it's kind of a big onion. And I like to stick one inside. This one I'll break up to put around the pan. If I had whole carrots or whole celery right now, I would have lined the bottom of my roasting pan with that instead of this cooling rack. You can do that. And it just adds to the flavor, so you do you. Maze, go finish your lunch, honey. Did you eat it all?
Baby.
Go eat it, or Misha's gonna eat it.
Yeah, I'm not going away.
Anyways, and you can season chicken up any ways you want. I'm gonna cook these chickens. Oh, I'm gonna cook these chickens breast down. It's not gonna look pretty, but I'm all about the flavor, and it'll be nice and moist. And when these are done, I'm gonna just take them out and tear them apart anyways. This isn't gonna be a tabletop presentation. Yeah, so that's the plan. And I'm keeping it simple today, guys. Salt and pepper, some poultry seasoning, and onion powder. I keep forgetting to get garlic powder. I need to tie a string around my finger. Some poultry seasoning. You can add Italian seasoning to this too. It has a lot of the good essentials in it. This is kind of what I do to turkey. I mean, I do a little more elaborate with turkey, but you'll see at Thanksgiving. Please leave the tap alone, please. Onion powder. So I just kind of rub it in. I'm going to put a little bit of homemade chicken stock in the bottom of this, just so when it comes time for a turkey or for chicken gravy, it's going to let off some moisture anyways. But I'm not moving. I'm here working. I'm talking to my friends.
Okay.
Go over on the other side, Bob, if you want to see what I'm doing. Move it over to the other side. He's been pushing a chair around this kitchen since he was 1 year old. Before he was 1, to be honest. Trying to see what's shaking, and I like to do both sides. This will be about all the seasoning I do to this.
Help me!
What?
Help me move this.
I can't move that right now, Bob.
Well.
So I'll just add a little,
Well, Mom.
just enough to wet the bottom. It's not going to be deep or anything like that. And then we'll put it in the oven at 350, and I'm going to set it for an hour and a half. Then I'll check it, flip it around, put it in for another hour and a half. Just, you know, just taking my time, because we got other stuff to do. Just so you can see. He wants to push it around all over this kitchen. You leave that butter alone.
I will.
Yeah. I better not turn my back. Alright guys, it's, I don't know what time it is. I have to look. I am tired. Seems like I'm saying that a lot lately. It's 2:55. Silly me. After I left you last, or when I was putting the chicken in the oven, I set the timer, but I had forgot to actually turn the stinking oven on. So an hour later is when I turned it on. But I bumped it up to 375. So it'll still be done in time. I just wanted to do it a little slower. And I'm going to peel potatoes now. I got the bathroom cleaned. I got the dining room table all wiped off and swept the floors. And I'm not going to mop right now just because I got a house full of kids. It's a Friday. And there's no school today because it's some sort of teacher's in service. So I'm not going to mop a whole downstairs level of a house when I have umpteen children running around. So I'm just going to get these potatoes together. And yeah, the rest will be easy because the vegetables are my home canned vegetables and they're already cooked. You just need to heat them up. So it takes no time, so I can just nuke them in the microwave if I want to, which I might. And that'll be that. I'll pop open a jar of pickles I made last year. I think I still have half a bottle of mustard pickles in the fridge, so I'll open a thing of bread and butter and use the ones in the fridge, so I'll have another jar. On my way dropping the babies off this morning. I have to go get them here in a little while. I had put on Facebook the yard sale sites and things like that on my my original Facebook account, I just put it, I'm looking for mason jars, you know, looking to buy mason jars. Anyways, a lady contacted me, and she had 2 great big tubs, and they were big tubs. They're still in the back of my van. Oh good, I'm just talking. Anyways, they're still in the back of my van, and I'll have to dig them out after, but, and I'm talking big tubs, guys. One's full of pint jars and one's full of quart jars. And she didn't want anything for the jars, she just wants her tubs back. She just wanted to, she was happy to get rid of them. Like, she didn't want to throw them away, but she was happy to be able to get rid of all of them. And it was way more than I was expecting, so. Oh, good things, good things. It just, you know, motivates me to can some more stuff up, and I'm gonna be doing some corn and some peas here in the next couple of days, but I did videos on those way back when I first started, and I'll put those in the description box if I remember down below. It was with my old camera, so I don't know. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to redo it, but it's with my old camera. You can still see it. It's just it's not as clear as my newer camera. But yeah, I'm getting on the ball, but I need to really light the fire because, yeah, our Thanksgiving is like not this weekend, but no, well, my dinner I think is on the 7th, October 7th, and I usually have my house decked out for Halloween, and you know, I'm already starting to get groceries and starting to cook ahead what I can cook ahead, but I don't know what that is, what I'm doing this year. I haven't even put out my invite, but people have been asking. And of course I'm having a dinner. I haven't slowed down at all. Jeepers. I'll get there though, guys. I'll get there. Anyways, I'm going to finish these up, so this isn't a forever video. And I'll check back in a little while. I just want to show you guys the tubs. My son just carried them in for me because I didn't want to hurt myself. All pints. This bottom one is all quarts, and they're the big tubs. They're not the little pesky ones, they're the big tubs, and all for free. Thank you, Greta. Her name was Greta. She used to work with my mom, and she was such a nice lady. I went to school with one of her daughters. Thank you, thank you. Well, I'm just going to run down to the basement to get some canned carrots. I have a little jar up here, but we need a little more than a little. We need a lot. Look at all my canned stuff. I need to... Oh. I'll be right up, Misha. I have them all in boxes down here. I do have this full. It's bad lighting down here, guys. And I do have shelves to put together right there, but I just haven't had the time to do it. Whole bunch. I'm thinking, because the shelves that I have are like heavy duty plastic, but like this is an old house. I know some of you know this, some of you don't, but it's like almost a 200-year-old house, and it's partly paved down here, but part of it's dirt, and you know what I mean? Like I can't just set it without it being stable. But when we moved in here a few years ago, these are shelves, and I have boxes of empty wine bottles. I used to make wine, and I plan on making it again. I just haven't got the time. They're empty, so I might set up those shelves somewhere's, you know, the most sturdiest place down here, and use these wooden shelves for some of my canned goods, because they're heavy, right? Like, canned goods are heavy, so I think that's what I might do. Anyways, I'm rambling. Get going, Mish, because I said so. I know, you're not coming down here right now. So, I'm going to grab... Well, here, I'll give you a jar of corn to carry upstairs for me. I'll put it right here. Don't drop it, though. And up there is all my first batch of tomato sauce. I've done, like, a bananas amount. So let's get a big thing of...
Remember this old water bottle?
Yeah, alright. Big thing of carrots. And I got some peas upstairs. And yeah, it's almost time for me to go get the babies.
I'll just put it right here.
No, bring it right out to the kitchen for me, darling. Alright. I got the carrots.
No, any more of these.
Yes, I do. Of course I do. But we're just using one jar today, hon.
But you're still not letting me go down yet, because you never let me go down.
Well, you can't go down there by yourself, and I'm not down there for any length of time. Whenever I start organizing downstairs, I promise you can come down and help me, because I need all the help I can get. Okay? Yes. There's some more tomatoes over there. Alright, guys. I think I'll bring you guys to town with me when we get the baby. Well, we're on our way to town. It's a beautiful day out. It's cloudy. It felt like it was going to rain earlier, and I don't know, it might rain. It still might rain. You never know. With Nova Scotia weather, you just never know. But I'm going to pop into town before I go get one of the little babies. It's not quite backtracking, but I could take the shortcut and go through the dirt roads and stuff. But I need to swing into a store, and kids and car seats, it's not my favorite thing. I gotta get some gas. Look at the side of my van, it's all dusty. We gotta get this washed. Not now, but we gotta get it washed. I'm just here at the Digby Mall. But I guess I'm picking something up at this Pet Value, and it's a new store in town. I've never been there. So I need to go to the bank machine first. But it'll be neat to go in. I don't know if they have pets or if it's just like a pet supply store. I know my daughter goes there to get mealworms and crickets and rats and stuff like that for her babies. But I don't know if they actually have pets. We'll have to wait and see. Hoppin' spot, huh? Shoppers Drug Mart. I forgot $5 in the van. The bank machine's here. I don't know if it's standard everywhere, but you can only get like $20 bills and probably a $50 bill out of there. They don't do 10s or 5s. Oh. So, I have a little change. Oh. We'll see. Hey guys, I just had to tear a strip off of almost every single kid in this house when I got in the door. Do you guys ever have days like that? For heaven's sakes, I swear the roof is going to fall down if I'm not here, you know, for longer than 5 minutes. Jeepers creepers. Jeepers creepers. I just need a... Woo! Anyways, things will go fine. We're about to... Is that it? All of them? Okay, get going. Oh. Parenthood. 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 I love my children. I love my children. I love my children. You know what I'm saying. It's just one of those mommy moments, parent moments that, oh, for heaven's sakes. Alright. So, I just took this out of the oven. Looks good. I mean, they're upside down, so this isn't like for a pretty presentation. But that meat underneath, the breasts and all that stuff, is going to be so moist and juicy. Look at all that broth. I put even less than a cup of chicken broth in there, and look how much it's produced. I strained the potatoes in my frustration. I put a block of butter in there, like not a full block, but well, look, there's that much of it left. I'm just gonna let that sit, so I'll mash it up in a minute, but I'm gonna first take these out so I can pick the bones and make the gravy. Woo. Alright, I just need to vent a little bit more. Not really vent. Just talk to simmer down now. So this is going to be quite interesting. The little rack that I had in here had lifters, and I would just lift the whole rack up, but woo! And I don't know where my little turkey claws are, or whatever they're called. But, and since this is so moist, it's going to fall right apart. I'm going to flip it right over. Yeah, I know it doesn't look pretty, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good. There we go. I'm just getting out one of my mason jars. I'm going to fill it about halfway full of flour. Some spices like, oh my gosh. There. Some spices like some more onion powder, a little bit of poultry seasoning. Then fill it up with water, give it a good shake. Then add it to this roaster, right in the roaster. I'm going to turn these 2 burners on, and I'm just going to make the gravy right in this roaster. And those guys are out there making a racket. Oh. So, do you guys have any traditions that you do in the fall to celebrate the seasons or anything like that? I usually like to light a candle around this time, the shift of the seasons, have a little bit of all the elements. I don't know. It might sound silly, but that's what I do. And I will need a good candle tonight. Alright. See that? I'll try to make sure that there's no bones left in here. I don't mind the little flakes of turkey. Even the big chunks of onion, where we like our onions. I don't want the skin if I can help it, but... Misha, turn it down a notch. That was not maize. I'm talking about your hollering. Jeepers. Is it a full moon? I don't know. I think everybody's just supercharged today. Alright. Let me get my... I was trying to condense this video, but... because I'm tending to make longer videos now, and I don't mean to drag you along if you don't want to watch such long videos, but the ones that do want to hang in there, I appreciate you. I appreciate the ones that might just want to watch a little bit, whatever you want to do. Pop in and say hi to me. I'm just putting the flour in my jar, guys. I think everybody will feel a bit better when they got some grub in their gullet. I know I will. So there's a, you know, it's a big jar. It's a quart jar. I'm just going to put a little poultry seasoning. I'm not going to put any more salt because I salted that meat pretty well. A little more onion powder. I'm sorry I'm not doing this on camera. Let me see. All this mess right here, guys, is pickling seasonings. Like all of that. I'm doing so much canning, I don't bother picking it up. Okay. Now, when you fill a jar, I don't fill it right to the top because it needs a little room to jiggle around. Do it with cold water, guys, not hot water. No, I need a ring. Misha, Maze, this is not a racetrack. Get that truck out of this kitchen. Get going or I'm going to throw it outside. No. Oh, yes, I will. No, I wasn't talking to you, I meant Maze. All right. Let's give it a good shake. I find this is easiest. It's a good way to get out of some frustrations, too. It'll be kind of thick, but we're going to add it to that. Yeah, it's almost like a paste, and it's not going to all come out of the jar when we pour it in here. I got to turn this up on high, both burners. I don't want to dirty another pot and pour it into a pot. Maze and Misha and Maze, out of the kitchen now. Last time. And when you guys go out, shut the gate, please. I swear, I'm being tested. I'm being tested today, guys. Look how thick that is. But this is going to make a really nice gravy. gonna thicken up. This is how I make gravy. I have tried those packs before. Occasionally if I run out of gravy after having a big turkey dinner and you want to have leftover turkey sandwiches or something, I bought a couple packs and they're not bad. They're not bad. I'm not trying to knock those. It's just, I go with the homemade if I can go with the homemade. After this, I'm just going to pop those jars, heat them up, and mash those potatoes. So I'll bring you back when we're just about together. Alright guys, I'm going to mash the potatoes. I got the corn in the microwave heating up now. That's fresh off the cob corn I canned last summer. That's a lot of work, but that's going to be good. I just need to pop another one in there. I just opened them and put them in a bowl. I strain them. You don't have to strain them. I didn't strain the corn though, but put them in for 2 or 3 minutes. Anyways, I salted these potatoes like the water I cooked them in, so don't really need to add any salt to this. But nothing like mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh, I need to get the milk out of the fridge. I put a nice bit of milk in there. It's almost ready. I'm just heating up the vegetables and then it'll be all ready. They keep sticking their nose in the kitchen. When that one's done, you can pop in one of the other ones, not the corn, for 2.5 minutes. So when I get it mashed really well, I'll add a little bit of milk and then I try to whip it a bit with my mixer. I could break out a beater. I know a lot of people do that, but that's just more work. I'd rather just do it this way and it's done. Just a smidgen. That's it. I like to do the ice cream scoop. It's easy to portion it out. It makes it look nice, I think. Like I'm running a diner, even though I'm not. Alright, I'll bring you back when we're starting to put a plate. Alright guys, I'm going to get my husband's plate together. He's not here now, but before the vultures come in.
It's so simple. But it's hot.
It is hot, babe, so you need to hold your horses.
What's the chicken?
I didn't really tear that bird apart because I don't got time. I thought I did, but yeah. Misha, Melly, don't start saying that to her. I know you're playing around, but she's a baby and she'll get confused. Okay, maybe a little bit more chicken. Not right now, Misha. Not right now.
Jesus, here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Mom. The belly hot.
That is very hot, yes.
Yeah.
I got tired of canning carrots last year, so I just chunked them up in pieces like that. I could mash them, I could cut them in this size, but I'm not going to bother.
What's this?
That's pickles, Maze.
Okay. What's this?
It's pickles. Leave them alone.
I'm not eat them. This one. That's okay. That looks beautiful, Mom.
Does it look beautiful?
Yep.
Are you sucking up or something? And these are bread and butter pickles I canned last summer.
And I love them.
Well, you can have some, but you need to wait until it's your time. I'm getting Daddy's plate right now.
Is it mine next?
Yeah, he can have some more pickles, because if he has to heat that up, I forgot. I shouldn't have put pickles on there now, but a little gravy.
I don't have that.
And that's it. So that's our supper. Are you guys ready to eat?
Yep.
Yep.
Ready for a taste test?
A taste test? We'll see.
Taste test.
My dad just got here. So Papa's here, and he always brings a little pack of juice boxes and some chips for the kids. So perfect timing. I'm gonna send him home with one of these plates. He doesn't know it. He said no, but I'm sending it anyways. But yeah, I was just starting to make up plates for tomorrow. One of these is my husband's. One Dad can have, and some for the kids. So tomorrow at lunchtime, I just need to heat them up. My work will be done tomorrow. Today. Okay guys, well I just got done putting 26 pints of corn in the 2 pressure canners over there. And yeah, I got a big pot of peas to do. I know I asked earlier, let me know in the comments, but I think I'm gonna just do it up tonight. But if you do want to see a new video of those, the next time I do it, I'll video it. I know it's not officially the solstice. That usually only happens, well, it only happens twice a year. It's the Autumn Equinox, but I find this time of year you can feel the build up to the solstice, and I celebrate the shift in the seasons, like I was saying. So however you spent your day today, I hope it was with love and peace and happiness, of course, and with the ones you love, or if you just, however you want to celebrate it. For us, we had we just wanted to hang around together, eat together, be merry together, bicker with one another. But Dad came out, my sister-in-law came out after supper, and we just had a right good time. So anyways, have a good night guys, and I'll catch you tomorrow. So what do you want to say, Mish?
Peace, love, and happiness.
Peace, love, and happiness. Happy Autumn Equinox, guys. Bye. See you tomorrow. Bye. Oh. A whole pot of peas.